In this video, we're going to discuss CRA models for multiplying a decimal by a decimal. So I have two different examples I'm going to show here. So one is going to be kind of using this group and size structure for the concrete model, and the other one is going to be using an area model, and that one is also going to include whole numbers and decimals as part of that one. So for this one, we have 8/10 of 3/10. We're going to show why this is 24/100ths. Okay, so again, 8/10 is the number of groups that we have. So you have 8/10 of a group, and our group size is 3/10. So we want to start with that 3/10. Okay, so we have 3/10. This is, right, if this is equal to 1, right, then we have 3/10 that are shown. Okay, but we don't want, this is one full group of 3/10. We don't have one full group, so we have 8/10. So again, if we want 8/10 of this entire group, one way to think of that is we can take 8/10 of each of these tenths that are in that group. Okay. So in order to do that, since we can't break these pieces apart, we'll trade this out for groups of 10/100ths. So those will be the same size as our tenths. But now we're just able to break them apart. So we're still thinking of this right now as the 3/100ths or 3/10. Let me straighten these out a little. Okay, so if I want to keep 8/10 of each of these, right, then break this into 10 equally sized parts and keep 8. And so keep those 8. Those 2 I don't need. Same for this one, and same for this one. Okay, so this is 8/10 of that original 3/10. Okay, and then if we want to show how, show this in a little bit better alignment to that place value format. Right, so you have 8. If we move 2 of those around over here, then we have a full 10. And then we can do the same here as well. And if we want, we can trade these out as well, trade these for an actual tenth. And trade this one out for a tenth as well. So we can see after we took 8/10 of that original group of 3/10, now we have 2/10 and we have 4/100ths. Okay. So that was our first example, kind of using the equal groups, kind of a set model. And then for this next one, we're going to show, so we have whole numbers and decimal points in this one, and we're going to show this using an area model as well. Okay. All right, so for this one, I'm going to separate these quantities just a little bit so we can just see these breakpoints a little bit better. Okay, so we have 2 1/10 times 1 4/10. Okay. So again, we can think of this as an area model. And so if we're thinking of this 1 4/10 as the number, or as the size of each group, right, then that's each group is one column, right? So as, again, this is working off the assumption that one of these pieces has a size of 1. So this has a length of 1 and then a length of 4/10. So it has a height of 1 4/10. And then again, if we have 2 1/10 groups, so this is one full group, second full group, and then that tenth of a group. Okay. So it's just an area model where that we have a width of 2 1/10 and then a height of 1 4/10. Okay. So then we kind of break this apart by, kind of why I separated this is it breaks it apart by place value. So here we have 2 whole objects, right? So that's where our 2 comes from. And then you'll see down here we have 8/10, and then we have another tenth over here, so that's where our 9/10 comes from. And then over here we have 4, and these are those small cubes, so those are hundredths, so we have 4/100ths. Okay. Okay, so we can use that both the set models or the area models, and really we could use length models as well. But these are just kind of 2 examples, and then again, this would be our abstract model up here. And then just for the sake of time in this video, I'm not going to show the representational models, but they would be drawings. Again, that would kind of align with your base 10 blocks. So we could use just kind of those squares for our hundreds, just kind of a long line for these tenths, or not the hundreds, sorry, for the ones, and then these longer strips for the tenths, and then you can use just dots as the hundredths units.